What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the second part of this mini series looking at Lee's coin collection that he's got in this tin. Lee's given this to me so I can go through it, have a look what's here, learn a bit about it, show you guys. And we've been trying to put a value on some of the coins as well. Some of the people in the comments saying I was a bit over the top last time. I am pricing things, in the last section I was pricing things individually, you know, per coin if you were going to buy them individually. Obviously if you're going to buy it as a lot, you're going to pay a little bit less, but yeah, let's get into it. Of course, last time we're on the right hand side here, some beauties in there, Morgan silver dollars, some old British florins, lovely stuff. Today we've got a bit more of a mixture. There's a lot of this bag up here, there's a lot of world coins. And then we've got a lot of old pennies and half pennies, British ones there. And there was a little bag of small change that we missed last time, the American stuff. Or I would have done it in the other one, because there was a lot of American stuff in with this lot. You will notice a little coin nestled on the top here. I've had a look through all of these already, just to kind of pre-prepare myself for what's here. And I had to pull this one out, because I can only show you one side of this. YouTube will tell me off if I show you the other side. But it's a token from a set. And they're pretty cool. But yeah, I thought I'd show you that. I'm not going to say any more about it before I get in trouble. What we're going to do first, let's get into this little bag of American small change here. And some of this stuff's really hard to value, you know, a lot of it, you're talking pennies each really. We had the really valuable stuff in the last one, but let's have a look through here. We've got a few cents there. One of them is a wheat cent. Now these are kind of the first step into collecting of US coins when you're a youngster over there, looking for your wheat cents in your change. And this is a 1952. Is that a D? Denver mint mark? And I think they're just regarded as a couple of cents, 3 or 4 cents, 5 cents maybe for a wheat cent. Obviously the current design, the next design was this with the Lincoln Memorial. It's changed again since, and it's now the shield, isn't it? Nice toning on that one. But yeah, nice wheat cent. I don't have one of these actually. Something I need to get hold of. A lot of the current US currency I don't have, to be honest. But yeah, there was another, 1972. This was the one I had a close look at actually when I went through them. Because there is a DDO, which is a double die obverse of this coin. Apparently it's very prominent in the In God We Trust at the top. This one hasn't got it. There's some lovely toning on this coin though. But yeah, another couple US cents as well. Common dates, nothing special. There's another Bicentennial Quarter. We had one of those in the first half of the video, of the series, but it was in a little case, if you remember. And then there's a Jefferson Nickel. We've seen these coins before on the channel. If you want to know a bit more about these in depth, go and check out the proof set video I done on the US proof set. I'll stick a link up there. And then there's a dime. But yeah, no real value to those. A lot of that stuff you'd still find in America now. I do like the toning on that 1972 though. Very cool. And nice to have a wheatie in the collection. Certainly belongs in every collection. Right, now with this big bag of pennies and half pennies, I've gone through and picked out the more interesting stuff that we're going to have a look at. I'll just show you a handful of this other stuff, but it's generally common dates in not the best condition. Lovely starters for any collection though, to fill a date run out, but no real massive value. There's a 1917 there. But there's no Kings Norton or Heaton mint marks in here. None of the scarce dates. Yeah, probably about between 2, 5 and 10 pence each, depending on the condition of each of those. But then I've pulled out the more interesting bits from that bag, so we can have a close look at those. First up, we've got a pigeon, we've got a penny from Ireland, 1928 this one, the first year of this exact design, and just 9 million minted. It's a shame it's not in a bit of a better shape. Worth a bit more than the 5 or 10 pence that the others are worth in there, for sure. And then we have a 1937 penny, which I just thought was in pretty good condition. So not bad at all, maybe 20 or 50 pence. George VI there. A little bit worn on the face and his hair there. Again, I've forgotten to put my phone on airplane mode. What a donut. And then we've got a nice little Victorian penny. I think there's the only Victorian one in there, so I thought I'd pull that out and show you. 1897. Not in the best grade, really worn on the obverse portrait there. But maybe still worth 10 or 20 pence. There's a gap filler. Interesting dip there. With the coin being so worn, it's obviously really difficult to discern if that's damage or a flaw in the initial planchette. Then we've got some half pennies, 1939 and 1941, George VI. And just thought these weren't in too bad of a condition. Half pennies get battered more than the pennies do. Hard to find them in good grade. Unless you're buying from somewhere where you know they're in good grade, but you get these kind of bundles or people have bags of them stashed away and you very, very rarely find them in good condition. And there's a 1920 George V half penny. Again, just kept it to one side, I think, because it's the George V one. Wanted to pull it out and show you. Apologies, I'm a bit nasally today. And then we got a really, really worn, but it's an 1884 Victoria Bun Head, which is the second portrait. Half penny, and a mintage of just 6.9 million. Got one of these in a good grade. You're looking at a few quid for sure. And then to finish us off, what's this one? It's another Victorian one, 1900. So that'll be the older portrait. And a mintage of 13 million on that one. No great value in those ones either, guys, but certainly more than the 2 to 10 pence in the bag, ranging from 10 to 50 pence perhaps for each of those. Now let's get into this last bag, and I thought the bag was quite interesting as well. Tesco. Different branding then, whenever this was. Let's just have a dip in here and see what we pull out. There's quite a bit here, so it'll take us a little while to go through it, but we'll have a close look. That's Israeli, 5 agarot. Very cool. There's a Spanish 5 pesetas. I'm not sure what the prices are on kind of mixed world coin bags on eBay at the moment. 1976 2.5 Turkish Lira. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've got this one. Interesting. That's German. The German 1 Pfennig. That's that F mint mark at the top. There's another Israeli coin, 10 agarot. Palm tree there. Pretty cool. I do love a little look through world coins. That's not a coin. That looks like a 2 shilling cooperative token. This is kind of like your your Tesco club card of the day, of back then. So this is like your reward points as such, I think. So you'd spend X amount and earn so much back in tokens, and then you could go back and spend it when you needed to. People would maybe save them for Christmas, I guess, stuff like that. Pretty cool though. Shame it's got a bit of gunk on it at the bottom there. I have seen these about a few times. I've not got any, but I'm sure someone else in the CoinTube verse has got their hands on them. There's another 5 pesetas. Another 10 agarot there. The palm tree. Oh, there's the Queen. That's a Canadian dollar. Yeah. What's the date? 1987. So, I mean, that's worth a little bit on its own. You could exchange that in Canada now still, surely. Still legal tender. There's an Italian 50 lira. The Italian Stallion there. That's Thai. It's older Thai though, isn't it? You don't see this older Thai stuff so often, that's for sure. I've got a lot of the modern stuff in my collection. It's an interesting coin. It's almost as if it's misstruck. There's not much of a ridge there, and it looks kind of off center to the bottom of the coin. I'm gonna have to look into this one a little bit, I think. But that'll be 1 baht, I think. And that'll be the date here. I think that's a 5. Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head. I do use a little converting table. There's another 2.5 Turkish Lira. Canadian cent. Interesting toning around the rim there. That's cool. 1989. Another Spanish 5 pesetas. The Italian Stallion again, 50 lira, 1974. 1979, the previous one. And there's a 1 franc from France, 1968. That is the SOA. Fairly recently went through our world coin collection of letters beginning with the letter F. Done quite an in-depth look at some of the French coins. Go and check that out if you've not seen it. I'll stick a link up the top again there. This one's a little bit grubby, but it's a crown, 5 shillings. 1953. Snacks is snoring. This would be for the Queen's coronation. Edge inscription, yes. Faith and truth I will bear unto you. Presumably part of the speech said when being sworn in or something like that. I'm making that up, I don't know. About 6 million mintage, I think, on this. And it's a shame it's it's obviously a circulated one. Maybe £1 or 2 in that condition. Another Canadian cent. Decent condition. Very shiny. 1 franc, 1960. Canadian 5 cents with the beaver there, 1966. Pretty cool design. Queen Elizabeth II there. The Arnold Masham portrait. There's 5 pesetas again. And our first 10 centimes from the tin. 1974. A lot of this more modern world coinage, really difficult to put a value on. 5 pesetas again. And prices going up recently. There's another 1 franc. Oh, this is different. That's German. One Deutschmark. 1950. It's an old one. Pretty cool. We'd have to check into that and the mint mark, see if it's rare or not. The J mint mark. That's Maltese. 1986. With the fish on it. Bit of a sorry state though, that one, unfortunately. There's a 25 pesetas. Exactly the same design as the 5. But you can appreciate it a lot more because the coin's a bit bigger, so you can see these finer details more clearly. That's Yugoslavian. Very interesting. I don't see many of those about. What is it, 10 lepta? Probably completely wrong. Guessing, guys, we're guessing. There's an Israeli, what would that be? Half a shekel? No, 1 shekel. Good luck reading that. There's another Canadian beaver, 1978. Another French 10 centimes. But yeah, prices on these bundles of world coins, if you're trying to buy them on eBay. 1 franc again, absolutely going through the roof. I think it's down to everybody watching Christopher Collects and the guys doing their world coin hunts. So everybody wants to have a go. Let's push the prices up on world coin bundles. So to be honest, that's the best place to get rid of your surplus world coins if you don't want them anymore, or if you've got loads of doubles. Yugoslavia again, very cool. There's a 10 cents from Malta in a bit of a better condition. See the fish there. That side's not so great though. That's a Spanish peseta. Seen better days though, that one. I don't want to get these mixed up, so let's just pile these up a little bit and give us some space, because they've got to go back into that bag of coppers, which I might keep them separated off in a bank bag for him, so he knows they're the better stuff. That is 5 cents. Is this Dutch? Yeah, 1960. Canadian cent. Bit grubby though, that one. Makes for an interesting effect on the coin though, actually. Another 5 pesetas. Oh, we've got another couple of handfuls here. More than I thought. There's the Sower again. Another French franc. 1975. $10 centimes. Oh, this is different. That'll be 5 baht from Thailand. Mixture of Thailand and China there. Awesome. And there's a Canadian quarter. First one of those we've seen today. Another 5 pesetas. And another 10 centimes. There's a 1 baht from Thailand, a more modern one. I will learn those numbers off by heart eventually without having to keep referring to that table. 5 pesetas again, but a different style one to the one with the bird that we've been seeing. There's another 1 franc. But yeah, the Thai calendar is also different to ours. So once you convert the date, you've then got to convert it into their calendar or to our calendar as well. I think it's the year 2500 and something at the moment in Thailand, so very different to ours. There's a Mexican peso. Trying to remember how many years difference it is now. It's like 450-ish, somewhere around there, years difference between our calendar and theirs. It might be 490 or 540, I don't know. There's a half franc. Losing track now, but yeah, their calendar's definitely 400 or 500 years ahead of ours. There's another 1 franc. And there's another Thai baht. Oh, this is different. There's a Kuwaiti coin. So that'll be 10 something. What is it? 10. I'm not even going to put my neck on the block because I don't know. Dinar, dirhams, something like that. There's the Sara again, another French franc. And 1 Turkish Lira from 1975. Quite a good mix. See a few countries popping up a fair amount. Spain, France. A lot of holiday money, I guess. But that's what starts a collection, for sure. I love looking through this stuff. You never know what's going to pop up. Alright, last handful. Oh, there's a letter M, Canadian 1 cent, from their new alphabet series. No, not quite. There's another 10 agarot from Israel. Where was that? There. Oh, there's a tiny little ditty. 10 cents from Holland, or the Netherlands. I've got one a really similar size actually to that, and it's an old Dutch coin. It's a silver one. I can't wait until we need to crack on actually with this world coin A to Z. There's another half franc from France and another 10 cents from the Netherlands. But yeah, lots of exciting letters and countries still to get to in that series. If you've not checked that series out, I'm going through all of my world coin collection letter by letter. We generally do a letter per video. We have had to split a couple of countries off separately because there's just too much. This isn't a coin, is it? West Ham United. Oh dear. Not my team, I must say. 1964 Preston North End. So that's who they beat in the FA Cup final in 1964. And this is a series of 100 tokens, I believe, for the FA Cup centenary. They Peso, one of the petrol stations, and I think there's 100, and one for each of the last 100 winners. That might be wrong. There's definitely a series of X amount of numbers of them, and it's from 1872 to 1972, the 100 years. So this is the 1964 one, and West Ham beat Preston North End. There you go. There's a 2 Pfennig from Germany. Haven't seen one of those yet today. Mint mark on that one is a D. Again, I can't remember the mint marks for Germany off the top of my head because there's no rhyme or reason to them. They don't begin with the letter of the town or city. There's a Maltese 5 cents with a crab. Another German 2 Pfennig. Another French 10 centimes. Now that's not a coin either, is it? That's an R&W Ruffler and Walker amusement token, I believe. Yeah, number 6 vending. Don't know what that means, but I've seen these quite a few times now, the R and W. I've got a few in my collection, and it's Ruffler and Walker, a leading vending company, the early 20th century. This is cool. Very cool. That would be Guernsey, won't it? Guernsey Penny, 1971, with the bird on it there. Yeah, and there's the coat of arms on the obverse. Very nice. I think we've got one of those. Second guessing myself now. Here's another older Thai coin. Pretty worn. Very interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a 5. So that's 5 and 5. I think those last 4 digits are the date there. That's 5 and 5. And I think that's 0 as well. The one that's like a 0. So that'd be 2. So that'd be the year 2505. I can't remember what that is in our calendar though. So we're halfway there. We're getting there with remembering some. Another 1 pesetas. That's a bit better condition to that other one. Where was that? Yeah. Actually see the design on it. Excuse me. Another Canadian quarter with a, what is it, a moose? Probably wrong. There's a Canadian beaver again. There's the sower again on the French franc. Another Israeli, it was 1 shekel, wasn't it? Yeah. Another Canadian beaver, nice condition though, that one. 1989. Very shiny. Another 1 franc. 25 cents from the Netherlands. Juliana, Queen of the Netherlands, I believe that says. 2 Pfennig from Germany. Another 10 Agarots from Israel. Struggling to focus, it wants to focus on all the stuff on the table. Last few coins. Turkish Lira, 1974. There's another Thai coin I've not seen before. Again, pretty worn, must be an older one. Yeah, really hard to make out the details actually. I've not seen that coin before. There's another 5 cents from Holland. Another one of those grubby 1 pesetas. A German 1 Pfennig again. Mint mark G on that one. See it between the 2 ears at the top. And finally, another Canadian quarter. But what a lovely little lot to have a look through. What's your favourite? I'm sure if you're a West Ham fan, it's probably that one. Don't know how many West Ham fans we've got on the channel. Favourite for me? Oh, it's tough to pick. I do like this. I find this very interesting because I don't think it's right. I think there's something wrong there, whether it's damage or don't know. Just seems off center to me, and the edging doesn't seem correct. Maybe they whoops. Maybe they were all like this, but I've not seen this coin before, so I'm not too sure. Whoops, sorry about that. That's what you get for not having aeroplane mode on your phone. Somebody rang me. Whoopsie. But yeah, to wrap it up, we were saying some cool coins. The Hammers token. Also some nice bits in here. The Irish Pigeon. Lovely. And some of the old British pennies and half pennies. Lovely coins as well. But what is your star find? Can you pick a favourite out of all of these? And what do we value this lot at? It's a tricky one, isn't it? I think around £20-ish is probably fair for all of it. That's probably what you'd expect to pay for a bundle. Remember, you've got these as well. So maybe £20 to £25. So he's got a nice little collection all in all here. And if he puts it away for a few years, those Morgan dollars are bound to go up for sure, that we saw in the last video. Go and check that one out if you've not seen it. Again, I'll put a link up in the top there. But thanks for tuning in. I know this was a bit of a long haul. We saw a nice little collection though. We learnt a little bit. But yeah, come back soon. We've got a 50p hunt tomorrow. Then we should have a £2 coin hunt, hopefully on Sunday or Monday. So stay tuned. See you all soon for more coiny goodness. See ya.